Today's live stream is brought to you by CompTIA. If you guys are interested in getting certified with one of CompTIA's many certifications, make sure you guys check out the link in the description below. Today we're going to be going over CompTIA's CertMaster Learn training platform, where we'll be using the Security Plus course today and going over some practice questions. So if you guys are interested in one of the leading certification vendors that are out there, make sure you guys check out CompTIA. Uh-oh, looks like my camera is not working, guys. I don't know what happened there. There it goes. Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? It's a beautiful Saturday. Not really, it's raining and snowy and cold and all that fun stuff. But I hope you guys are doing well today. Today we're going to be going over Security Plus practice questions, because I have my Security Plus exam coming up here in a couple weeks, actually, which I'm super pumped up about, actually. Very nervous about, but I'm pretty excited for it. I've been going over a lot of the study material. Uh-oh, I gotta switch batteries. That's not good. Let me see. Let me go switch batteries here, because that's no bueno. No bueno at all, my bad. I think I left my camera on, and that's stream fail. It's my bad. I have like a new battery pack coming, so hopefully that fixes this issue. There we go. Oh, we're back. Anyway, we're gonna go over and we'll talk about this right here. Security Plus practice questions. Let me adjust this window here accordingly. See if we can get it lined up. There we go. So the idea here is, and I've done this quite a few times before, where I kind of open this up to you guys, the viewers. If you are interested in picking one of these lessons, and I'm not sure why the restream thing's not working here again. It drives me nuts when the chat's not working. If you guys are interested in picking one of the lessons over here, it's up to you, and we can get things kicked off and start going through practice questions on whatever you guys feel like going through. But let me figure out why the chat is not working. It's so weird. It's happened last time too, where the chat wasn't working. Oh man. Anyway, if you guys want to pick one of these categories for practice test questions, let me know, and we'll start going through these practice questions, and then we'll all participate, and hopefully we'll do pretty well. You want to do VPN? All right, we could do VPN. I gotta find it first. Is it on? Where's it? No VPN there, sir. Where are we looking? You want to do? Hey, let me. I think I can capture this live chat. That can work. I'm not sure why Restream never freaking works for the chat. It drives me crazy that it never works. But whatever. Such is life, apparently. What's going on, Mr. Sharma? How you doing? Yeah, there's no VPN on here, guys. Or I'm missing it. Is there a virtual private network? Is it typed out? No, just virtualization. Virtualization. There we go. So yeah, you guys pick something. You guys want to do... Let's do something I haven't done in a while. I've gone through a lot of these before, and every time I reset this. Now, I don't have the Twitch chat up because the restream doesn't work. Let me open up a new window. Let's see. Gather my bearings over here and figure out why the restream chat's not working. Scared for your A+, you can't tell the difference between CPUs, video cards, world card, and more. Any tips? I wouldn't be worried, man. You should be all right. Let's see if this works. Apply. What's going on, Shadow Tat? How you doing, boss? Secure wireless controls, that's what you guys want to do? Let's see. Yeah, still the chat's not working. I don't know. Restream just sucks, apparently. I don't know why it's not working. The chat is ready to display messages, but no messages are coming through at all, which makes no sense. It's all set up properly, so... And I see that I have 3 people watching on Twitch. I got 24 people watching on YouTube. So why the heck is the chat not working? All right. Let me get rid of this stupid window since it's not going to work. There we go. So we're not going to have Twitch chat because apparently Restream sucks. It's Restream. It has nothing to do with me. Like the Restream chat just doesn't even work. Like if I pull up Restream, like the chat through the Restream website, it doesn't even show any of the chat. Period. So whatever. I'm done screwing around with it. Let's go to cryptography and let's get this started. I'm done screwing around with chat. You guys can see the YouTube chat, so that's good enough. All right. So, what is the difference between symmetric and asymmetric encryption? Man, if you guys want me to read all of these answers, I don't even know what to tell you. How am I IT? Well, I can't really control Restream. Restream is out of my control. If Restream chat does not work because Restream's not working, that's not really anything that anybody who works in IT can fix. Besides, Restream themselves. So, there's your answer for you, buddy. Anyway, here is the first question for cryptography. You guys can read the answers here. I'm going to take the time to read through the answers. This one always kind of throws me off with the symmetric and asymmetric encryption. So let me read through these real quick, and hopefully we can all come to the right answer on this one. Asymmetric encryption, a one-way mathematical function used to produce digits of a message. Two keys are used. Symmetric encryption, one-way math. Single keys used for encryption, decryption. I think it's D. Shadow Tat, you're saying D. Google's messing with me because I didn't take the job. Probably. You're probably right. Let me adjust this. This way. Yeah, there we go. D. You meant how am I? I'm great. How are you? Does anybody else want to take a guess at this one? I'm thinking D. We have 2 answers for D. Not really gonna wait around too much on this first one here, so we'll go with D. I think it's this one. In symmetric encryption, a single key is used for encryption and decryption. In asymmetric encryption, 2 keys are used, each capable of reversing the operation of the other. And that's right. Think of the word symmetric meaning 2 sides appearing alike. The single key on both sides of symmetric encryption are the same. Asymmetric encryption is most often used in PKI. The sender and receiver both have public and private keys and use different combinations of these keys. So awesome. There's one down. All right, next question. What are the main goals of cryptography supporting obfuscation? Controlling copyrighted materials, evasion of signature detection for malware, financial transactions, both A and B. Well, signature detection for malware. I suppose that could be true. Controlling copyrighted materials. I always think of the term like security by obscurity with obfuscation. But are you controlling copyrighted materials through obfuscation? That's the real question here. I don't feel like you. I don't know. You guys are saying D? D again? You know, Mr. Sharma. Yes. So more on the story of turning down the job at Google. When I got the phone call, well, it was more of an email from the guy from Google, and then we got on the phone. I was literally right in the process of unpacking because we just bought a new house. So I was literally unpacking all of the stuff from moving. So, I mean, we just bought not a brand new house, but we just bought a new house. Getting unpacked, you know, we have another kid on the way. My wife's entire family is from the area that we're in right now. So moving 2 hours away to Chicago with another kid on the way, it was not in the cards for us, man. It was not the right time. Like if we hadn't just bought a house, it would have been probably a little bit easier, you know. And to be quite honest, like the job didn't pay like an incredible amount to make it, you know, completely worth, you know, moving. You know, and the wife, she's a she's a physician assistant. So, I mean, she's got a great job. I'm not going to take her away from her job either. So, I mean, there's a lot at play on why that didn't happen. You're saying C. I kind of think it's D. Shadow Tat, you're saying C? Man. supporting and B, A and B. I don't know. Well, let's just rock D and see what happens. Correct. Awesome. All right. The goal of obfuscation is to hide the content or even the existence of a file or data, making copyrighted material hard to read or malware hard to detect are two ways of obfuscation is used. So perfect. Nailed it. All right, next question. What features of a one-time pad make the system cryptographically secure? Lack of reuse, strong encryption, difficult to solve mathematical problems, one-way hashes. All right, so what features of a one-time pad make the system cryptographically secure? Well, it'd be, I mean, there's the lack of reuse. Wouldn't be one-way hashes, I don't think. I'm leaning towards A, because that just sounds, that with a one-time pad make the system cryptographic. Sure, lack of reuse. I would think it's A. I'll see what's up. I'll see what you guys think. I mean, I would definitely consider moving at some point in my life. Yeah, like I have two older daughters, and one of my daughters, so one of my oldest daughter is with my wife's daughter, so she's my stepdaughter. My other daughter, she's my daughter, and she's with another mother, right? She's with another lady. So I get my other daughter like half the time. She lives in this area, so it really makes it difficult for me to move away from my daughter. So, I mean, there's just a lot at play on why this wouldn't work out. You guys are thinking B, strong encryption. You guys think B, huh? Man, I think with a one time, you wouldn't be able to reuse it, right? Because it's one time. So the system's cryptographically secure because you can't use it again. Whereas strong encryption, I mean, there's lots of methods of strong encryption, but not all of them allow for like one-time use, or the methods aren't one-time use. I'm thinking lack of reuse. I'm going to go with that one. I don't know about you guys. I mean, you guys are saying B. You guys could be right. I mean, and that's okay. I'm rocking A. I was right. A common method of breaking encryption is to recognize patterns in a succession of messages. Since a one-time pad is used for only a single message, no reuse, there is no opportunity to looks for patterns. This is like the third or fourth time like the grammar has been kind of goofy here. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. Lack of reuse. This is why I think it's important to really read the questions. Maybe read them a couple times, really see where they make sense, and then, look at the answers to see how they can kind of tie in together. So one time, lack of reuse. That's where I went with that. All right, let's go on to the next question. What is currently the main crypto module for Windows? Crypto API Next Generation, AES, 3DES. Is it Crypto API Next Generation? AES is old. But I think Windows still uses AES. But the Crypto API Next Generation, like that sounds so familiar to me when I've been reading stuff. I want to say it's B or C, but I think like C is like old. Congrats, Mr. Sharma. That's awesome, man. Shadow Tat, you're saying A. We got C. We got A or C. So Crypto API or AES. API is, I don't think it's API though. I think it's going to be AES. Your guess is A? Oh my goodness. Watch it be 3DES. That'd be pretty funny. I don't think it's that one. Pretty sure it's C. Your guess is A? I'm going to go with C, guys. AES is Wi-Fi. Is AES Wi-Fi? Yeah. AES is... No, there's... You're throwing... Oh, man. All right, you guys are saying A. A lot of A answers. All right. I'm going to go with A for you guys, okay? Because there's a lot of people saying A. I'm personally saying C. That would be my answer. But since you guys are all saying A, we'll go with A. Incorrect. It was B. So that one did sound familiar to me. I remember, like, the Crypto API was introduced a long time ago, right? Like many moons ago. I think back in like the Windows NT days or something like that. And then the Crypto API Next Generation, that came out after the NT days. I remember listening about that at some point. So Crypto API, yeah, Next Generation CNG has replaced Crypto API as the main crypto module for Windows. So, yeah, that's okay. We can't get them all, right? It happens. All right, next question. What term is used to describe data stored on the flash drive memory of a smartphone? I wish this dang restream chat would work. It's driving me crazy. Keep pulling it up, sorry. Anyway, what term is used to describe data stored on the flash drive memory of a smartphone? Data in motion, data in use, data at rest, metadata. Well, it's definitely not metadata. Data stored on the flash drive of a smartphone. I tried to get Dakota on the stream, but he just told me. I just was checking Facebook, and he said that he's cleaning out storage or something. So the restream chat is like a half hour behind. Not a half hour. Oh, it's like 15 minutes behind. Look at this stuff. I'm going to show you guys. Look at it. That's so funny. Yeah. So, wasn't just me, guys. It's restream being dumb. It's not working properly. So, there you go. All right. Term to describe data stored on the flash drive memory of a smartphone. I think it's flash. I think it's A. I got a couple different answers. You got A, D, A, C. Data motion. Data stored. Data stored. Maybe it's data at rest. Maybe it is C. Alright. I don't know, man. Mr. Tech UK, you're saying B, data in use? It could be data in use too. The only reason why I'm thinking C and why I'm leaning that way is because it's used to describe data stored. Like, to me, like, that's throwing a flag there, right? Like, that's why I think it's data at rest. I don't know. Let's try C. Let's see what happens. Oh, nailed it. Data stored on any medium is considered data at rest. So, all right. that's why it's important to really read the questions and understand, I think, how they're wording those questions and the keywords that they're putting in those questions. Sometimes I think they pretty much give you the answers within the questions sometimes, if you think about it hard enough, maybe. Anyway. The terminology REST. Yeah, so when I think of REST, let me go back. Can I go back on this? Oh, son of a gun. What? Oh, it made us start over on there? It's made us start over. Oh, man. That's a total bummer. Let me refresh this. Total fail. We were doing so good on that, too. All right, well, I guess let's start over with these 14 questions, because that just ruined my day. That's made me really sad. All right. What is a means for a system to generate entropy, lack of order, so that it can generate random or pseudo-random values for use as input into the cryptographic algorithms? A hash, an algorithm, a seed, a salt. All right. So we can generate random input. I think it's salt. You're thinking hash? It's generate lack of orders that can generate randoms. We don't. It could, yeah, hash sounds right too, though. Hash, yeah. Means the system generate a lack of order so that it can generate random. Yeah, the salt would be. I just wrote this down the other day. That's so funny. Like I literally wrote down salt yesterday on what it was doing. Shadow Tat, you're thinking salt? I still think it's salt, though. You're thinking hash, though? Decimo 10 times? Oh, man. I'm thinking that this means for a system to generate lack of order so they can generate random, pseudo-random values for use as input into the cryptographic algorithm. I don't know, man. I'm thinking salt. I'm feeling salty today. Actually, I'm feeling really extra salty right now because we just had to start over. So that kind of makes me really mad. I mean, hang on. I want to pull up the stream real quick here. Questions live.
This integrated.
There we go. I just want to make sure that it's going okay over there. Not sure what salt is. Salt is like, I couldn't give you the exact definition of salt, but salt is a way to help with encryption, like to help, I guess, to me, like my understanding of salt was to mix up, I thought it was to mix up the hash a little bit more. Like to, I'm thinking it's salt. I can't give you the exact. You put salt on hash for tasty encryption. There we go. I'm thinking salt. What's up, Kev Runs on Duncan? How you doing, boss? We're going D. Incorrect. Oh my God. A seed. Really? A seed is a unique value such as a system clock is unlikely to be the same for two different seeds. Its randomness as input to a cryptographic algorithm makes the generated value random. Really? Yeah. Would not have guessed this. Yeah. Man, failed on that one, guys. See, I was not even thinking a seed. Yeah, Taylor, that's the pretty much exact kind of definition for it. A seed. So we got that one. We failed that one pretty hard. Which would create the most secure hash? MD5, SHA-256, AES-256, or RC4? Oh, gosh. I think it's SHA-256. I don't think it's AES-256. I'm thinking it's SHA-256. I don't think it's MD5. Although it could be MD5. I'm leaning towards B. What do you guys got? Kev runs on Duncan's going towards B also. Taylor, you're saying C. TR, you're saying AES. Taylor, AES is the gold standard. I thought AES was older. All right, so between B and C, what's going on, John Ballard? My good buddy John Ballard. Lots of B's. All right, let's rock B. See what happens. Correct. MD5 and RC4 are known to be weak hashing algorithms. AES-256 is an encryption algorithm, not a hashing algorithm. SHA-256 is the most common hashing algorithm used today. Yep. Great point, Kev runs on Duncan. And that's the thing about cryptography, too, that always throws me off. It's really important to try to understand the different definitions of hashes and encryption. It's really hard sometimes. I have gone over cryptography lessons and listened to Professor Messer videos on cryptography numerous times. And it's one thing that does not stick with me very well. And I'm surprised, and I think that's why it upset me so much that we had to restart this lesson, because we were doing pretty well, I feel like, and that's probably the best I've done on this so far. So I'm hoping now that we've restarted this lesson again, we can do fairly well again. Because like I said, I've gone over this cryptography stuff so much. It's been the most difficult part of the Security Plus for me personally. No lie, definitely the most difficult part. Anyway, next question. Why is AES now being used as a standard encryption algorithm in many new products? Select all that apply. It is more resistant to cryptanalysis than older algorithms. It has a longer key length than older algorithms. It is officially supported by the U.S. government. Its keys contain more bits than older algorithms. I think C is actually one of them. I think so. I'm pretty sure. Once you work with hashes and encryption, see the outputs of using both, you remember it. Yeah, and that's one thing I need to do, is kind of lab a scenario where I'm utilizing different encryption methods and things like that. What's going on, Mr. Tech UK? Shout out to you too. In the UK. What's up? All right. So select all that apply. AES is now being used as a standard encryption algorithm in many new products because it's officially supported by the U.S. government. I think that's one. I'm pretty sure. CBA, ABC. It's more resistant to cryptanalysis than older algorithms. It has a longer key length than older algorithms. I would think. Wouldn't B and C seem very, very similar? Very similar here. Encryption algorithm. I'm thinking. I hate these type of questions too, man. These are the worst ones when you have to select multiple. There's a couple ACD. We got ABC. All right. Nobody's business. What's up? How you doing? Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. ACD, BCD. That's kind of where I was leaning to, I think. Maybe. I don't know. To me, B and C sound very similar to one another. Has a longer key length than older algorithms. Its keys contain more bits than older algorithms. Aren't those just very similar in some aspects? Like, I don't know. Measure twice. What's going on? Oh, man. Well, let's rock ABC. How about that? Let's try ABC. Let's see what happens. All right? Oh, gosh. All right, let's try this. Incorrect. It was just A and C, huh? Darn it. Somebody did just say A and C. That's funny. AES is approved by the National Security Agency for encryption of secret information. It is publicly accessible and has been subject to extensive testing for years that has shown it to be very resistant to cryptanalysis. So there we go. A and C. Darn it. I mean, we did technically get part of it right. So, I mean, we should get credit for that, right? We get like half a point dinged for getting like one wrong on that. All right, next question. What is described here? A secure hash function is used to create a message digest. The digest is then signed using the sender's private key. The resulting value can be verified using the sender's public key and cannot be modified by any other agency. A hash, a digital signature, an algorithm, non-repudiation. I hate that word. Yeah, Decimo 10 times. Bro, you got that right. Bro or girl, I don't know what you are. I'm sorry. But you got that right. Good for you. This is why you failed your SecOps exam twice. Oh, man. Makes sense. The key is generated in a complex way, but guess it's not necessarily longer. Yeah. All right, secure hash function is used to create a message digest. The digest is then signed using the sender's private key. The resulting value can be verified using the sender's public key and cannot be modified by any other agency. Digital signature? I think it's a B. I'm going with B. Sounds like a digital signature to me. Anybody else want to chime in on that one? Lots of B's. Lots of B's, lots of B's. All right, we're gonna rock the B. Correct. A digital signature provides assurance that the signed message came from the sender. Rest. Nobody's business. Why do you keep saying rest, bro? Or girl? Be all day. Be bay. Flash is rest. Oh. I think nobody's business is the video is way behind on where they're at. What ciphers can be selected to enable perfect forward secrecy when configuring TLS? Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. All right. A, I'm not going to read all that out. SHA-256, AES-256, all of these. All right, what ciphers can be selected to enable perfect forward secrecy when configuring TLS? Well, man, this one's really making me think. current time, well, we're on question 5 of 14. TR, you guys can hear my kid in the background. That's my baby screaming in the background. Sorry. Man.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Big Worm. That's what's up. Big Worm has become a sponsor. Thank you very much. D, we got CCD. Diffie Hellman. Ephemeral. I'm not even trying to freaking say that. You love the sound of my keyboard. Oh, yeah, it's one of these nice fancy mechanical keyboards. C actually AES 256. I'm just gonna take your guys' word on that because I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Well, all right, we're gonna go with C. Incorrect. It was A. Rico, bro, what's up? Wow. It was A. It was A. You guys, man, we all failed on that one pretty hardcore. I don't even want to try to pronounce that terrible long word. But DHE or EDH or elliptic curve or ECDHE is used to enable perfect forward secrecy. It's all right. I mean, this happens. I did not know the answer to this one. I would have got this one I would have got this one wrong also. So, next question. Why would you select symmetric encryption for use in encrypting backup media? To ensure confidentiality and to work more quickly with large amounts of data. To ensure integrity and to work more quickly with large amounts of data. To ensure availability and to work more quickly with large amounts of data. To ensure authorization and to work more quickly with large amounts of data. Symmetric would be availability? No. If you're doing symmetric, you're talking what? Way back and forth. I'm thinking C. Is it AWS cert worth it? Yeah, absolutely. AWS certs are definitely worth it. Jesus Christ, what's up? C. Taylor, you're saying C. TR is saying A or B. So I'm not thinking A because you're encrypting it. So confidentiality should already be. I mean, it should already be confidential, right? Like you're encrypting it, right? Integrity. Why would you select symmetric encryption for use in encrypting backup media? Maybe. I was thinking something. I was going somewhere else with that, and I kind of lost my train of thought on why I was thinking with the confidentiality. I still don't feel like it's A. B, could it be B? Yeah, because if it was asymmetric, right? Wouldn't that allow for you? Would that allow for the integrity to be messed with? I don't know. Wow. This one's got me kind of stumped. I was originally thinking C. There's a few answers for B here. I mean, I'll rock the B answer for you guys. I'm personally thinking C, but we can go with B and watch it be like A or something. All right, let's rock it. All right, so it was A. Symmetric or asymmetric encryption can provide the same levels of confidentiality, but symmetric encryption is faster. This is especially important when encrypting large amounts of data, as is often the case with backups. So, yeah, A. The Hundle Tech. Yeah, you got that one right, bro. So that makes sense. So if you want to, why would you select symmetric data or symmetric encryption for encrypting backup media? To ensure confidentiality and work more quickly. All right. So I was wrong, and everybody else who said B was wrong. Fair enough. Next question. You are distributing a software application to clients and want to provide them with assurance that the executable file has not been modified. What type of security control is appropriate for this task? AES encryption, TPM chip, SHA-256 hash, encrypted flash drive. The file has not been modified. What type of security control is appropriate for this task? Well, I don't think it's B. I don't know why I'd give them encrypted. I mean, you could give them encrypted flash drive, I guess. I mean, encrypted flash, you could do that. SHA-256 makes sense too. And you guys are right off the bat on C, so let's rock it. Correct. Hash functions ensure data integrity. It is highly unlikely that two files will return the same hash values unless they are identical. So a file that has been modified will have a different hash than the original. Spot on. This is one part of Security Plus that I definitely want to go over a little bit more, just to have better understanding. I think, where did I leave off before? I'm going through my notes. I think I have another notebook that has more cryptography stuff on that. So, yeah. I definitely want to go over that stuff more. Anyway, next question. How are cryptographic systems protected against brute force attacks? By using key sizes that make brute force attacks computationally impossible to achieve within a reasonable time frame, by using strong encryption algorithms, through the use of one-way mathematical functions, through the use of rate limiting. Well, A would be one that I could definitely think of. That would be a right answer, or could potentially be a right answer to this question. If you use a key size that is just ridiculously large, it would take forever for any type of computer system to brute force that. So, yeah, I mean, even with quantum systems, they'd still take a long time to crack some keys. I'm going with A. We got a couple answers on A here, so we'll rock A. Correct. A large key size can make brute force attacks infeasible. For example, to try every possible value with a 256-bit key would take millions of years with today's most powerful supercomputers. There you go. Next question. Which of the following statements correctly identifies the operation of stream cipher? A stream cipher encrypts each bit of plain text sequentially. A stream cipher is invoked by a block cipher to perform multiple rounds of encryption. A stream cipher performs a one-way cryptographic function on the input plain text, or all of the above. You gonna see me at RSA? You better come find me at RSA. I cannot wait to go to RSA. I'm so pumped up for that. All right, so which of the following statements correctly identify the operation of a stream cipher? Oh, man. When a stream cipher encrypts each bit of the plain text sequentially, a stream cipher is invoked by a block cipher to perform multiple rounds of encryption. The stream cipher performs a one-way cryptographic function on the input plain text. Wow. You guys are saying A. I would say A. You guys, we got a couple B's. I'm thinking A. Stream cipher, plain text sequentially. I would think A or C. But we can rock A. We got the A's going in the house today. Let's rock A. See what happens. Correct. A stream cipher encodes the plain text by combining it with randomly generated key stream one bit at a time to create a ciphertext. So there we go. That's what I would have went with, so I'm happy that we went that way. All right, next question. You are the first responder to a security incident, and after initial tests, you've discovered that the web server has been infected by a virulent worm. What action should you take? Disconnect the server from the network, get a video camera to document the scene, shut down the server, switch off the server. Well, that would be A. Or, well, what's a virulent worm? I guess I'd have to think about that one and which this one is. Worm. Virulent worm. I mean, I would still think A, regardless of what it is, because you wouldn't want it to infect anything else on the network, regardless. I wouldn't want to shut it down. A. Yeah, that's what's up. We'll go A. Correct. Disconnecting the server containment while preserving a record of the attack is probably the best option. Oh my gosh. Another battery down. I'll be right back. I have to go grab yet another battery. All right, my bad, guys. I thought I had enough juice in these batteries to last me through the stream. Apparently not. Oh, here we go. Oh, yay, we're back. This one's a full battery, so this one should last me a while. I do have tomorrow a battery pack coming, or whatever you would call it, where I can plug in like a fake battery that actually plugs into the wall, and I can have this camera on forever. Because I'm basically using I'm using one of these as my webcam, because the quality is fantastic on these things. So I have to use a battery, clearly. Anyways, let's go to the next question. What is the best way of referring to the output of a secure hash function? A checksum, ciphertext, message authentication code, secret key. The best way to referring to the output of a secure hash function would be checksum. I don't think it would be any of these. How much time did your wife give you this time around for study questions? I have some time. I don't know how much time. She'll probably like yell at me or send me like a text message and get me going. Yeah, she hasn't sent me anything yet, so I think we got time. I've been going an hour so far. She hasn't said anything. I just ran upstairs and she didn't say anything then. But anyway, we're going to go with A on this one. Incorrect, really. Message authentication code. These are known as MACs or SMACs, secure message authentication code. So the best way to referring to the output of a secure hash function is a message authentication code. Wow. We were all wrong, guys. We failed. We failed so hard on that. Oh my goodness. You can cry on that one. Alright, what process represents the ability to prove that a message was originated by a specific user? Enrollment, identification, integrity, non-repudiation. It's definitely D. Yeah, I'm still going to RSA. I will definitely be at RSA. I'm going to RSA with, let's see, is it still on here? Let me see. Yeah, I'll be at RSA with these guys, Circadence. So you guys can, if you're going to be at RSA, find me at booth 6583. John Ballard, if you're still here, which I doubt you probably are, because you probably got bored. I don't think John Ballard's going to be there. John Ballard should be there, because that would be cool. But yeah, I will definitely be at RSA. For sure. Anyway, this one is D, non-repudiation. Non-repudiation is the principle that a user cannot deny having created a message. Next question. Why is SHA-1 not a good choice for ensuring message confidentiality? SHA-1 is a one-way function and the data would not be recoverable by the recipient. SHA-1 is too slow compared to other functions. SHA-1 is flawed, but SHA-2 is an acceptable alternative. Come here. You can say hi. You want to say hi? Look at, there you are, right there. Look at, that's you. You see you? Say hi. Look at, say hi. Say hi. Did you drop your little piggy thing? What do you think, Maverick? Is SHA-1 flawed, but SHA-2 is an acceptable alternative, or is SHA-1 a good choice for message confidentiality? What do you think? Why is SHA-1 not a good choice for ensuring message confidentiality? A, B, C, or D? What do you think? A, B, C, or D? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Which one? SHA-1 is not a good choice for ensuring message confidentiality.
Whoa.
One-way function. I think it's A. Kev runs on Duncan. You're saying D or C? Or you're saying C? Not a good choice. A. You done? Have fun. Be good. Did you bump your head? Did you bump your head? There you go. C. Man. Alright, I'll go with C because there's a couple C's there. We'll see. Incorrect. A. That's what I thought it was. Sure went with what I thought. A secure hash function is used for password storage or for creating an integrity check, message authentication code. The plain text cannot be recovered from the hash value. So there we go. This exam, I think it's like, what, $300? $299? I think we can look. Where's it at? Oh my goodness. Why is this? I feel like this should be like a lot easier to navigate to find certifications. Oh, there you go. Certifications. Yay. Getting out of here. Security Plus. Oh yeah, by exam. $339 for the exam. But you can get vouchers much cheaper if you look online. So keep that in mind. For instance, like IT Pro TV, if you guys sign up for IT Pro TV, which right now they're doing like a free Microsoft weekend. So like all their Microsoft courses are free. But if you sign up and want to use them, and then you use my coupon code ITCQ30, you get 30% off, your subscription. But they offer like 10% off CompTIA's certifications. So that's pretty cool. All right, last question for cryptography here. How are cryptographic authentication systems protected against replay attacks? How are cryptographic authentication systems protected against replay attacks? Sorry, I wanted to read that again. Hashes of session tokens, mutual authentication, key exchange, timestamped on session tokens. Thinking it's D. Pretty sure it's D. I'm going with D. I'm going to see what you guys think. I'm pretty sure it's D. These terms are so annoying and confusing. I completely agree with you 100%. Taylor Littleton, you're saying A? I'm thinking it's D. How are cryptographic authentication systems protected against replay attacks? I'm thinking it's timestamps. What's going on, Allie? How you doing? Why not A? I could be A. Couple answers on A. Hashes of session tokens. I mean, that could be for sure. But like a typically, like anytime you're talking about replay attacks, like one way to protect yourself many times is through timestamps. Or timestamps always help when it comes to replay attacks. This is, I don't know, that's like one thing I remember reading through materials. I'm going with D. It could be wrong, but I'm rocking D. And I was right. Yay. All right, message exchange between sender and receiver is expected to happen within a given time period. Replay attack attempts would typically fall outside this window, so a timestamp on the session token would indicate that the replay is outside the time window and block the replay attack. Yep, keyword is replay. To prevent replay is timestamp. So that's what's up. So let's see. We have 57% correct on that one. Womp womp. So apparently we need to do a little bit better on this. I don't take my Security Plus until March 14th. That's when my Security Plus is scheduled. March 14th. All right. I think we have time probably to go through a quick one. Like, we can probably go through like 4 or 8. Yeah, probably like 4 or 8. So you guys pick either incident response or identity and access services. I am using CertMaster. So if you guys are interested in CertMaster, there's a link in the description below. You guys can check this out. I've loved using this so far. RSA via Enterprise McAfee, boss. That's where you're going to be at? No, we're going to do one more. We're either going to do incident response or identity and access services. So you guys pick. Lesson 4 or lesson 8. Those are your choices. I'll wait because I know there's a delay. All on you guys. I forgot to share this out on social media too. I'm terrible today. Nobody gonna chime in? Lesson 4, lesson 8? Anybody? No? Nothing? You gonna make me pick? I'm picking lesson 8. Alright, we're doing identity and access services. LDAP provides no inherent security. What protocol might you use to secure your LDAP transactions? SSH 802.11, X.500, or LDAPs? Wish CertMaster wasn't a few $100. Yeah. I feel you there. All right, so LDAP provides no inherent security. What protocol might you use to secure your LDAP transactions? The delay is ridiculous. I agree. I'm not sure what I can do to improve the delay, honestly, but I wish I could. Allie, thank you very much. I didn't see the notification come by that you're now a sponsored member, but thank you. You guys are saying D. Lots of D's. LDAPs. LDAPs. Let's go with LDAPs. That's what you guys are all saying. So we'll rock that. And confirm. Correct. LDAPs uses SSL to secure LDAP transactions. Big Worm. Considering I have IT experience, is there any reason I'm going with Security Plus instead of a higher level cert like the CISP? Not busting chops, just trying to understand the grind from my perspective. So yeah, the Security Plus, I think there's multiple reasons why I'm going the Security Plus and not going to something like the CISP, is I really wanted to have the fundamental understanding of... All right! Oh, there we go, Allie. Sorry. I really wanted to have like the fundamentals laid down before I go towards anything high level. So I think even with experience, like there's been so much on the Security Plus that I've seen that I just didn't know, and it caught me by surprise. Like I was like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. So I think there's a lot that I've learned from the Security Plus. So after going through this so far, like learning the things that I have, I'm glad that I started out there. But again, I just wanted to start with those fundamentals on things and make sure that I laid the foundation to the path that I wanted to take. You know, so Security Plus, I think, is a great start to that foundation. You know, I think a Security Plus certification can help open up a lot of doors to the path that I want to take. Is the CISP a certification that I want to have? Maybe down the line, you know, maybe way down the line, it could be, but right now, like, it's not even on my radar. Like, honestly, it's not even like something that I'm even considering. And I have my reasonings for that. It's just that's not where I see myself being right now. I don't want to see myself being at that level. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be at that level. It's not that I don't think I could be at that level. It's just that, I don't know. When I think of, you know, people who have like the CISSP and the types of roles that they're in, many of the times it's not the type of role I guess I want. You know, I want to be, I think, more I don't know, hands-on with many things, and I just don't. I feel like the CISSPs is not going to be, you know. I mean, not that it wouldn't help be wherever I want to be. I just don't think it's. This is not what I want. How about that? Security Plus is definitely a mile wide and an inch deep, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think that kind of answers. I think that answers your question, hopefully. CISP is more of a leadership management cert. That's kind of how I see it too. But yeah, that's, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. We could talk certifications and all that stuff in another stream for sure. What should be used to secure communications over the LDAP protocol? Select all that apply. IPsec, SASL, LDAPs, SPIME. Oh, crap. My goodness. Secure communications over the LDAP protocol. Oh, man. This one, man. I'm trying to think of what this acronym is, and I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. This is where my notes would come in handy if I could like cheat. Oh man, I'm leaning towards IPsec. It's again B. I can't think of what it is. Yeah, I'm thinking we got a couple A's here so far. Ewan, you're thinking A and C. We just did. And Warren, you're thinking A and C. Cap runs on Duncan saying A and C. We can rock A and C. Incorrect. A, B, and C. Okay, so there we go. IPsec simple authentication and security layer. There we go. And LDAP over SSL can secure communications over LDAP, providing authentication, data integrity, checking, and or encryption. Well, welcome, Angry Koala. How come that didn't show up for like Big Worm or Alley? That's so weird. Simple authentication and security layer is a framework for authentication and data security and internet protocols. Thanks, Google Jagroup. Next question. All right, the following string is an example of what? CN equal AD, DC equal classroom, DC equal com. A distinguished name, a common name, a domain component, an organization name. The following string is an example of what? Well, I mean, it's the CN common name, DC is, well. All right. All right. An organization name, I would think that's how it would be, right? Just based off of a domain component. Yeah, domain component. I mean, I'd just like think of Active Directory, like Mr. Tech. But a C makes sense because it's you're defining, right? You're defining the common name, the distinguished. Kevin runs on Duncan. You're saying B, common name. Well, the common name would be AD. Yeah, they are pretty badly worded. A. Oh my goodness. I don't think it would be D. I think D actually kind of sounds wrong because it's not an organizational name. There's no name defined here. Well, besides the DC, right? That's not. Is that the org? This is the common name, right? Oh man. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You got lots of C's. Domain component, huh? You guys got lots of C's. This is driving me nuts. All right, I would say D. I'm gonna go with D because that's what my personal answer would be. And you guys are saying C, so if you guys are right, I give you guys mad props. Incorrect. It was A distinguished name. Distinguished names contain a number of attributes that identify a resource. Commonly used attributes include common name, organizational unit, organization, and domain component. A distinguished name. Hey, really? I wouldn't have thought that. Maybe if it was worded differently, it would have made more sense. But it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me like the way that it was worded. The following string is an example of a distinguished name. I don't know. I guess I just don't follow that. That just doesn't, I don't know. Next question, since we all failed that. Well, TR got that one right. Way to go, TR. That's what's up. Using radius architecture, the client does not need to be able to perform authentication itself. It passes the logon request to what server? If you're using radius, the client doesn't need to be able to perform authentication itself. It passes the logon request to does it pass it to the CA or the AAA server? I'm thinking it's B or C. It's definitely, I think it for sure it's B or C. You guys are thinking C? I'm thinking could be definitely C too. C does sound right, the AAA server. Radius architecture, the client need to be able to perform authentication. It passes the logon request to the AAA server. Yeah. Well, Roxy, thank you again, Angry Koala, and Allie, and what's it? Big Worm. That's what's up. Thank you guys. C. Let's rock C. Correct. The AAA server handles requests for authentication, authorization, and accounting. Next question. What secure protocol can you use to send email? I need to email CompTIA about these questions. I should be taking screenshots of this. Anyway, well, what secure protocol can you use to send email? SSH, SMIME, SSL, SCP. B, right? So, secure protocol. I suppose you could do email over. No. This B. I'm thinking B. Yeah, you guys are all B's. What's up, B? All right, we're rocking B. Whenever email SMIME. That's what I thought. B, correct. Secure multi-purpose internet mail extensions. SMIME uses public key infrastructure to provide confidentiality and integrity of email exchanges. So there we go. Nailed it. All right. What port is used to communicate with a radius server? TCP port 1812, UDP port 1812, TCP and UDP port 1812. The client and server negotiate a random high port number. Oh, shoot. What port is used to communicate with a radius server? Well, I don't. It could be. Could it be TCP and UDP? I don't think it would be. I think it would be UDP though. UDP doesn't sound like it would. It would be right. Does it? I mean, it could be. Allie's saying B, Shadow Tat saying A, Kevin Duncan saying A. Ewan, you suck at ports. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think Radius would use UDP. Let's go with A. Let's rock A. Incorrect. It was B. It was UDP. The default port for Radius is UDP 1812. All right. Man, I got to go over this lesson again because I did not do very good on this. TAC uses TCP. Damn. Darn. Sorry. You are working on a cloud application that allows users to log on with social media accounts over the web and from a mobile application. Which would you choose as most suitable? Select all that apply. Security Association Markup Language, OAuth, OpenID Connect, or IDAP. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely going over this lesson again because I cannot remember any of these. Man. Yeah, the trivia game in Aries is pretty cool. But they also have port flow in Project Aries for knowing and understanding ports. Port flow is actually, that game can be fun. Alright. I think OAuth is one of them. Cloud application that allows users to log on with social media accounts over the web and from a mobile application. Which would you choose as most suitable? Or definitely go with B. It's not A. Definitely don't think it's A. It's not Security Association Markup Language. I don't think it's that. Don't think it's IDAP. OpenID Connect. I would think it's so B and C. You totally know this, but you actually don't. That's how I feel about a lot of these. And Kev runs on Duncan, B and something else. B and C. That's what we're rocking. Incorrect. A, B, and C. Oh my gosh. So frustrated. So frustrated. Federated identity provides a trust relationship between users, identity providers, and service providers. Several protocols are available to implement federated identity, such as Security Association Markup Language, OpenID Connect, and OAuth. Wow. Did not do good on this one. 43% correct. I guess that's what happens when you get 4 wrong. Well, guess we completely failed that one. Pretty bad. Anyway, how long I've been streaming for now? A while. Over an hour, I think. Let's see. For quite some time. Too long. Yeah. Gosh. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. That's our Security Plus practice question lesson for the week. We'll be doing this again next week. I'm not sure when. Got a pretty busy week next week. I got my Security Plus exam coming up in 2 weeks, so apparently I have a lot of crap to go over. So I'm pretty frustrated with how this went. So, yeah, it's frustrating. You can go for another hour. I can't go for another hour. I'm done. I'm frustrated. I have more studying to do. And yeah. that's it. Yeah, I don't know. So frustrating. Sorry, guys. Thank you guys for joining though and participating. A lot of you guys did really well. So thank you for doing better than I did on many of these questions. You guys should go out and take your Security Plus. Yeah, I have lots of hair. See, look at, I'm growing my hair out. It's gonna be super long one day. How do you play the Project Ares? If you go to my last video, you can sign up for Project Ares. You'll have to send them an email, or you have to go through their sign up process. Post before you go live again. I will. This is kind of like an on the whim thing. I'm not too frustrated. I think, many times like I go over these exams, like these questions, and it's just frustrating getting things wrong. And I think anybody would be frustrated when they get stuff wrong, especially when you have been studying and stuff like that. But I think that's part of studying. Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get all of them right, and I'm okay with that. Like, there's no possible way that I'm going to remember and know every single thing about the Security Plus, and I'm okay with that. And there's a great possibility that I'll fail this exam. You know what I mean? Like, it could happen. I could definitely fail, and that's okay. Like, that just means that I have to study harder. It doesn't mean that I don't know what's on there. It just means that, I failed. I got something wrong. Whatever. I just come back, I study harder, and I go take it again. I keep psyching myself up for failure, to be honest with you guys. Just so that I'm prepared for it in case it does happen. Because you don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing about it. It's like I could study this stuff like all day, every day, and I still feel like I probably wouldn't be prepared. And that's okay. I feel like many people go through that, As I go through, like, watching, like, other people's videos and talking to other people who have gone through different exams and definitely, like, much harder exams than the Security Plus, like, that's, like, the constant. It's like, you don't know. You have no idea. You could spend hours upon hours studying, and you just don't know how you're going to do. And I think for me, it's just like, man, if I fail, I don't know, man. It'll be all right. Like, I'll be all cool with it. I'll make for a great video, right? Like, I'll make for a great YouTube video. But at the same time, like, I'll be super disappointed. But it just means that I'll go back, I'll study harder, and, we'll get it. I'll get it at some point. Like, I will definitely pass this test. Like, if I don't pass it the first time, I'll go for it the second time. If I don't pass it the second time, like, God forbid, like, I have to go for it like a third or fourth time. I hope it's not the case. I don't think I'll have to do that. But if I can't read that. You're going to the dance thing? Okay. All right, well, I'm almost done. Okay. All right, I'll be coming up in a minute. But yeah, I mean, I will, I'm one of those people, like, I've been studying for this, like, since, like, January, right? Like, and I've been using, like, many different methods to study for this. Because that's, like, the type of person I am. And I've been dedicating, like, hours a week for this. Probably about 8 to 10 hours a week to study. I still don't feel like I'm prepared. Like, clearly. But, like, the week before the exam, like, honestly, probably, like, 2 days before the exam even, like, I will be studying nonstop. I will probably study, like, legitimately 12 hours a day, like, for the 2 days prior to the exam. So it'll be all good. Yeah, I've definitely been labbing some of the stuff, like some of the networking stuff and things like that, like just trying to understand it more. I definitely want to lab some more of the cryptography stuff just to get a better understanding of it. But some of the way that some of the stuff is worded, like, it just confuses me. And, you know, that's all right. But yeah, I find that like I tend to do better when I'm testing when I cram it a couple days beforehand. Like, I think it's just like that anxious nervousness of doing it and all that really gets me like into gear. Like when I have so much time on my hands, like I feel like I got time. And then like, you know, and there's a few days before, then I'm like, oh crap, now I like really gotta like get to it. So I'm actually like looking forward to the few days before the exam when I really like pump through some of the stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell people about the chat. Allie, who is in the chat right now, has been like super wonderful, right? She's been fantastic. She reached out to me and said that she wanted to start a CTF, which is capture the flag, for IT career questions. So we'll be doing kind of like an official announcement very soon, but since we're doing a live stream, this is like the end of it. There's probably not very many people watching it, but we're going to be doing an official IT career questions capture the flag quote unquote competition. It's really just going to be like very friendly, supposed to be open, you know, for anybody who has never done a capture the flag before. We want to bring people in who have had no experience with doing CTFs before. So you guys can, you know, ask all of your questions on how you get started and any areas that you have trouble with them, because CTFs are actually really, really important. So stay tuned. We'll be doing a video on that very soon, hopefully. Right, Allie? You're going to come on and do a video with me, right? Yes, you are. You don't know it yet, but you are. Where we kind of do like an official announcement and talk about the official launch of the CTF and how that's all going to work out. And like I said, she's been gracious enough with her time to kind of put all this together. So thank you very much, Allie. You're awesome and wonderful. And good luck to you on your Security Plus exam that you're going to be taking next week. You're a freaking rock star. So you got this as well. Thank you, Mr. Governor. You got this also. What's capture the flag? Well, you'll find out soon. But anyway, I was just warned by one of the children's that they're leaving, so I have to go and take care of the baby. So anyway, thank you guys for joining the live stream today and participating. As always, I really, really do appreciate that. It's always fun interacting with you guys, talking with you guys. Hopefully we can set up more live streams very soon as things start to calm down so we can actually interact more and just talk, shoot the breeze, all that stuff. I have a schedule for the next live stream. I do not. I wish that I did. I wish I could schedule live streams like more dedicated and frequently, but the fact that I have like 8 million kids running around, life is just absolutely chaos. You know, I could live stream like during the week, you know, during the middle of the day, but not a lot of people can go to those. Or not a lot of people can watch the live streams during the week in the middle of the day. So I try to get live streams in during night times, and I try to get live streams done on the weekends. It's just really hard. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. So stay tuned for the next live stream. I'll make sure I do announcements on them ahead of time. I apologize for this last minute one, but anyway,